Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I am Brian, and today I've got a game called Before the Earth Explodes. Before the Earth Explodes is a two-player card game by Adrian Adamescu, Daryl Andrews, and published by Green Couch Games. In this game, players are attempting to save humanity by colonizing 7 planets, advancing in technology, or destroying your opponent. They do this by simultaneously selecting actions and carrying them out, if they can. Depending on which one you pick, you cancel out your opponent's action, limiting what they can do. So let's check it out, and then I'll show you how to mine for resources, and how to colonize planets, and how to meet special victory conditions to steal the victory before the Earth explodes. Set up, place the 3 quarry cards into the center of the table. Then take this bag of resources and put 2 random resources on each slot, onto each quarry card. Then give each player 2 resources. Then take the bag and put it inside. Then give each player 2 trackers, 1 tracker to each player. The tracker is a dual tracker. It tracks both damage and tech. Then you give each player 2 rockets, 1 to track tech and 1 to track damage. And then you give each player their 4 cards. They're different colors on the backs. They have A, B, C, D on each side. Give them to each player. So this top card is a tiebreaker card. You give it to the player who is the tallest. So they're closest to space. So we're gonna give that to the player. Then we set up the spaceships. So take the spaceships and flip over 3. Then take the planets and then place those. You are now ready to begin. So, on this turn, the 2 players have 4 actions to do. Now, also in this game, each player, it is simultaneous. So each player picks a card, and depending on what the card does, it has a special action. Now, something special about the cards is that it also has that card has the option of canceling another card. And if you get canceled, then you take a damage. So let's take a look at some of these cards. So we have A, B, C, and D. So A, you tech up. Then you get to, so actually this is the action. First you resolve these. So you get to take a spaceship and you get to do it. Or you get to do it immediately. Then, if the other player played B, then they take a damage, and then they don't get to do their B action. Then I tech up. That's A. B. B cancels C and D. So then it deals damage if the other player plays C or D, and then you get to do the action C or D. So then the action is C or D. So if the other player played C, then you do the C action. The other player played D, you do the D action. Now if the other player played B, then nothing happens, and then you switch that over. And then if they play A cancels your B, so it doesn't matter. C, you get when you buy this, the cost is 2 less, minimum 1. And then D, you get to cancel A. C doesn't cancel anything. So D, you get to cancel A, and then you get to take 1 entire quarry. Now, at the end of a round, and the remaining quarries get more resources placed on them. That's why there's more slots. So those are the cards. Now each player picks a card to play. Alright, so the point of the game is to get 7 of these planets, or make the other player take 7 damage, or yourself rank up 7 times. Now, just to go over this, black is the black resource. We don't have one of these open. A white is a white resource, and then these clear ones are gray. So, yeah. Alright, so we are going to pick our cards. And then they go 3, 2, 1, flip. And then you resolve. Neither of them cancel each other, so they both get to do their action in order from A to D. So, A, they get to pick a spaceship. So this one is another way to win. So you win if you get 10 of these. So that one's pretty good. So we're gonna grab it. And then this other one makes you win This one makes you take down a damage. This one makes you win if you take 7 damage instead of the other one. So I'm just going to take that, and then I rank up. Alright, so we talked about the ships a little bit. You get to take them, and then if it is this, then you get to keep it. If it doesn't, you have to use it immediately, and then you do the action. Now, these planets, when you buy them with your resources, you get to keep them, and then whenever you want to use them, you flip it over. It still counts as a planet, but you get to use the action, and then you do it when you want to. So this player gets to pick first because they played the higher in the alphabetical order. So he's going to pay this, put it in the bag, and then take this. Now, this player, they're going to use their action. They get to buy 2 less. They're going to spend one of these to buy this one. So this makes them rank up twice. Then we do the maintenance phase. So maintenance phase is started by stocking the quarries. So 1, 2, 3. Then you flip over spots like so. So some of these abilities, this one makes you win if you have 10 resources. This one makes you, this one, when you use it, blacks can be any color. So you could use blacks to buy any of those. And then this one, you get to rank up twice. So then each player picks the card back up into their hand, and then they do it again. So let's do that. And this. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, flip. They picked D and B. So B does their action first. It cancels C and D. So they don't get to do their action. They don't get to pick one up. So now B, so he takes damage since they canceled it. And then this player now gets to do their action. So that means they get to pick them up. So they are going to pick up this one. It has a bunch of colors that are out there. And then they did their action, and now they get to buy. Now, if your action is canceled, you do not get to buy. So, this player's turn, they're going to spend these 2 whites to buy this one. So this player doesn't get to do the action to accumulate these 10. So then, now they're going to do it, take a whole thing, and they're going to take this one because it's assorted, and that's fine. Alright, so now we do maintenance. So this one's full, so we don't put any on. Put 1 on those. And then flip that over. So play continues, players using their planets and buying these ships, collecting from the quarries, and gaining planets. So you continue doing this until one of the win conditions is triggered. 1, you tech up all the way. 2, you lose. The other player wins if you get 7 damage. And you win if you get 7 planets. Or one of these cards happens, you get 10 of those, you get 7 damage, and there's a few more in there also. And that's how to play before the Earth explodes. Okay, got my dad here for a parent's opinion. So Dad, what do you think of Before the Earth Explodes?
Before the Earth Explodes is fun. It's real small, it's compact, and it's 2 players, which there's not a whole lot of good 2-player games out there. So I really enjoyed this one.
Yes. So components, this is a prototype copy, so it's going to be a Kickstarter. So cards could be anything. The rocket ships could be like a foot tall. Well, those wouldn't fit in the box, but they could be made out of something.
And the little cool. The resources.
Resources.
Although we like the resources.
The resources are cool.
And
maybe make them match the colors.
Yeah, there was the gray color.
Yeah.
But the little rocket ships were cool too. Mm-hmm. I really like those.
Or maybe change the resources to like different like brighter colors instead of like black.
Maybe
gray,
you don't know.
white.
We don't know. Anything can happen with Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm. So also the bag's cool. In the instructions it says pull the resources from the bag, but it has to fit in the box.
Yeah, if it stays true to the Green Couch game box size, which I think it can.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can.
No insert.
Yeah,
bag in there with everything in it. So artwork. Also a prototype. I think most of it is finished, like the damage and the upgrade, the tech. Though what would
And
be cool.
the A through D cards. I
Yeah,
think.
the A through D cards are definitely done. Now, one thing would be the planets. Those would be really cool to have separate artwork for each one.
Yeah, unique artwork for each
Unique,
planet.
yeah.
Be kind of cool.
And then also for the spaceships.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, but it has a good spacey theme to it. You're trying to leave the planet and colonize other planets before the Earth explodes. It was real kind of a minimalist artwork, which I like. And so I thought they did a good job with the artwork. The icons, there was a lot of icons on there, so I'm hoping that
Not really. Like what icons?
well, like the ones that explain
Oh yeah, explain the
wind conditions for the ships, for example. So I'm hoping maybe there's a player aid, maybe in the rules that explains some of the icons, but that's the artwork and the iconography is good.
So strategy. This game favors players who play it more. So
Yeah, this is a very strategic game. I'm bad at it.
have you won yet?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
So I played it at Origins and lost twice. Once in the airport, once at the Green Couch booth.
And then you played it with me
And I
like
played it
3
with
times.
you, yeah.
And you lost 3 times.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not any good at this. So the
Not very good at this.
the trick, and I haven't
So
mastered this yet.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to play a card that benefits you, but the problem is the other person will try to, depending on which card you play, it cancels the other player's card. So the other player would try to cancel your card. So you are trying to play a card that will do good to you while canceling the other player's card that will cancel your card.
Yeah, but
And
then when
it
you
can
catch
keep
on,
going around.
then you cancel the card that cancels your card.
That cancels their card.
Cancels their card that's trying to cancel your card.
So
Easy.
yeah, if it makes sense.
For some.
Here,
not-
go back
not
and
for
replay
others.
that part a couple times, so you'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. So yeah, this game definitely opens up, and the more you play it, you definitely have to play it a lot to gather the strategy.
And how did I beat you first try?
I don't know. You beat everybody at Blood Rage your first try too.
That was pretty awesome.
So easy for kids.
Yeah. I mean, not super easy because there is a bunch of that strategy. They could play, but it's a
They're not
one-on-one
gonna win.
game, but there's no way they're going to
See, I'm a kid. That's why it's not. I play like a first grader.
I want this card because it'll help me here.
I was trying to play what benefited me, and
Half the
and you
time,
just canceled it.
Half the time it was cards that benefited me because we were going for separate strategies.
Right. So the cool thing that I like about this is there's different ways to win. Right. So like if
You kill the other person.
If you're going after 7 planets, I could try to catch one of those, gain 10 resources and try to win that way. Or if somebody's really damaging you and you're almost dead, go get that vehicle that has the win condition where you win if you get damaged.
Well, then who would damage you then?
Well, that's,
Oh, yeah, you could try to be canceled.
you could, yeah. Deep. Very deep. So there's a lot of different ways to win. Tech, damage, the planets. So
opposite damage.
So it's kind of cool. I liked it.
Yeah. So overall, it's a pretty solid game. Good components, artwork, strategy. It's fun.
Yep. Definitely check this one out. I guess it'll be Green Couch's first 2-player only game. Some of their other games are 2-player.
Jurassic Tag.
Oh, you're right. So it fits right in with their 2-player games. So go check this one out. Back it before the Earth explodes.
By Green Couch. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian. This is my dad. See you next time.